On to the feature race then, race number 7 of the programme. The Kwun Chung Bus Company sponsor the race night. This is the Cup. This is a Class 2 over the 1,800 metres with Packing Dragon back in class, a 5-time course and distance winner, and 8 times he's won here at the Valley. Literature, he's a 4-time winner over the 1,650 here. Insatiable runner-up on his last start at the back end of last season behind Glorious Forever. Sharp Sailor, a 3-time course and distance winner. Super Chic is a 2-time winner here at the Valley over the 2,200 metres. Glorious Artist holds the course record over this trip at Sha Tin on the all-weather, and Jade Fortune, a 3-time winner over the 1,650, tries this for the first time. Sharp Sailor and Elaine Charisma have been up at Chung Fa, but they came back at the start of September. Now we've made our way to the touchscreen, Brett, to have a look at the speed map for this one, with Packing Dragon probably trying to do what he does best and get out in front and keep rolling.
Yeah, and I think potentially if he does that, Andrew, it might take a little bit of sting out of the horses sort of back in the field that may want to make a mid-race move. Sharp Sailor in the past has been a horse that's taken off a long way out and got them rolling early. But as you say, Packing Dragon, he'll get along into the front position and he won't go too slow. Insatiable, we spoke about him at the start of the show. He looks a really nice horse. He should get the nice spot on the back of the lead. Glorious Artist has looked fairly impressive too in what we've seen of him last season. Poor old Elaine Charisma. Is he going to get caught out there? Probably not. I tend to think they might sort of drop back. Maybe Stimulation might be a horse that tries to get a little bit closer to the lead. But I would have thought they'll run along at sort of fairly even sectionals, and that'll probably suit the leader, I would have thought.
Yeah, it's a good lineup here, Paul, for the feature.
It is a really good one, and Packing Dragon looks the likely leader in the race. We know he likes Happy Valley, and he's a hard horse to get past, so he's going really nicely. I wouldn't be surprised if he led all the way. He's done it before. He's in the market early to a degree as this horse, and he looks good. He's coming back from a Sha Tin run. Insatiable, look, he's had 3 starts. He's run behind Singapore Sling, Dr. Jeff and Glorious Forever, and they're all top liners. So I think he's going to run nicely as well, and he's going to be very tough to beat. He's going to come up pretty short. Glorious Artist, another one who's quite forward for a good run as well, and you can see him here nicely working well. Barrier number 7 for him with Umberto Rispoli, but he's won his last 2.
Yep, both of those on the all-weather, but form on the turf as well. Let's start off with, well, Elaine Charisma actually fares best here, but Jade Fortune, Pretty Bohemia, Sichuandar and Literature all involved as well.
Yeah, and I just wonder, this is Class 2, and I just wonder whether the race has got a few other horses in it outside of the 5 we're looking at here that might be a little bit higher than Class 2. We know Elaine Charisma's a Group 1 winner overseas, but we're yet to see that full form from him. Having said that, this was a good run and he had a little excuse at Sha Tin, so from this bunch, he'd be the one that I'd give some chance.
The one I've taken out of it is Sichuandar, because he drew awkwardly, got all the way back and didn't get into the race at all. From barrier 1, he's a Happy Valley specialist. I just think he's the one that could improve out of that one.
All right, OK.
But I agree with what you're saying, Brett.
A few to get through there, but Insatiable, Super Chic and Stimulation all lined up here. Who's going to fare best? This is, of course, this is Glorious Forever. Now we're seeing him again in race action.
Exactly. Yeah, and I would have thought that Insatiable, he does look to have a real touch of class about him. Here he is against Glorious Forever. Gorgeous King's already come out and win. Super Chic has trialled well. He's had a good solid trial, 1,700 metres. Stimulation is obviously now going to be benefited from an off-season underneath his belt. So I'd be looking around that key race as one that could throw up the winner.
Yeah, I've got Insatiable on top. I think he's going to be tough to beat in this race. He looks very progressive.
And they beat the 2,000-metre track record there as well of Time Warp, so it was a fair effort. Who else? Stimulation. Well, we saw him there in race action. This is what he's doing in the morning. This is his first up assignment here.
Yeah, I wanted to show him just leading into this race. We saw him in that performance in fast time, as you highlighted, Andrew. He is, of course, the son of Deep Impact. There's not too many of them here. He was just pushed out final stages, suggesting that he's going to need the run, maybe. That's obviously Lucky Bubbles, who we know, unfortunately, broke down in Japan. So the trip of that trial is probably a little bit short. But I wasn't suggesting that Stimulation won't be competitive here in Hong Kong.
Yeah, I just worried about the draw. That was the question, mate.
All right, this is Glorious Artists. A few good horses in this trial as well. That's Beauty Generation down there on the rail.
Yeah, not bad a trial as he finished just in behind it. On the all-weather now, he has got really good all-weather form, but he did race pretty well previously on the turf, and he's going to come in with a very light weight. is Glorious Artist. So, look, I found a spot for him.
You spotted him last season, Paul. Is he up to this class?
I think so. With the light weight, I think the conditions of the race will suit. Once he gets back on the all-weather, definitely. He looks like a real ready-made all-weather horse, but he's still got the ability on the turf.
All right, OK. He's placed favourite in actual fact, but Insatiable is favourite on the win line.
Yeah, we've got Insatiable on top. Sichuan Dara, as I mentioned, I think is the big improver at a decent price too. That's come out of that other race. Glorious Artist we talked about. And Packing Dragon is a tough horse to get past at times. So 5, 2, 10 and 1. I'd go Exotics because I think Insatiable will start odds on.
Yeah, I've got Insatiable on top too. He does look a class act. We haven't seen as much of him as we probably would have liked to have, and I'm sure the connections feel the same, and John Size as well, but he does seem to ooze a little bit of quality. Super Chic, good form at the end of last season. Nice trial over 1,700. Looks fit for a first-up go. Glorious Artist looks to have some class. I threw in Helene Charisma in for 4th, giving him one final chance. And like Paul, I'm not against Sichuan Da. He is a horse that's won 3 times at the Valley, so 3 times in the class, so yeah, not out of it.
All right, OK. I'll take on the favourite here. I think Glorious Artist might be quite well placed with a lightweight on his back. One more race to go then, race number 8, plus all the best bets. That comes up next.